All right, welcome chat. Welcome everybody. I got a shout out right quick. Thank you for the follows, Snicker and Liam Walty. Past couple of days, I got 2 follows. Appreciate it. I wasn't streaming at the time, so my bad. Um, but hopefully we're gonna be streaming a little bit more often. Uh, so I only got until like 3:30, and I gotta go pick up the friend from work. So I figured up on some Minecraft, do a little city building. Excuse me. Let's see. A little different than the usual. Also, new setup. It is 2026, so we had to throw in a new setup. Downloaded a Dark Souls pack, like, you know, cool. Up on city tutorials. We're gonna be working more on the mall. Hopefully, finishing some more parts of the exterior, and then yeah, that'll probably be the whole episode. uh, Tonight, if my friend doesn't come over, because she might come over and hang out. But if she doesn't come over and hang out, then I might try to get myself to finally start streaming Dragon Age Origins. Because I've had it requested by some of the homies. Um, Unfortunately, we can't really play Siege right now, or I don't trust playing Siege right now because they got hacked again apparently like yesterday or the day before. I think on Sunday or something. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from Siege. This time, not because of Siege itself. I was actually having lots of fun on Siege. Got a lot of homies that play Siege. But uh, this time I'm taking a break from Siege because the hackers. There's just so many people breaking into fucking Siege codes. A couple of cosmetic things have changed. I found this in one of the packs that I've got, and then I changed up the sidewalks a little bit. I think they look nicer like this, more sidewalky instead of like just stone bricks, which just looks like a 2008. What? Minecraft released in 2009. Like it looked like before, just like early like 2010, 2011 city with just stone bricks as the sidewalks. So I switched it up a little bit. I used the modded blocks for like this divider here to divide from the buildings to the sidewalk. I think looks pretty nice. Got some planters that I found in one of the mod packs, and then plants, which I also found in a different mod pack. And the building itself, I finished up a little bit of touches and stuff, finishing touches to these walls at least. Um, and it's looking pretty nice. So I got some vending machines. These ones don't look very good, but I've got another one that I can replace them with at some point. I don't know if I built this AMC sign uh, on camera or not, so regardless, that's there. We do have a door finally. I thought this door looked perfect for it. So it doesn't have like an open function. It's saying function and feature at the same time. Didn't work. Surprise. 2 words same time? Nope. Uh-uh. So yeah, and that's actually from a super realistic pack, which I'm not going to use very many blocks of it because it's like way bigger scale than I like. I want to build a city in more of like a 1-to-1 scale. But these doors actually work because a lot of the malls that I've been to, at least in my local area, like surrounding cities and stuff, they've all got extra big doors. So I thought that'd be cool, especially for like some retail places and stuff. Um, so I want to work more on the exterior and I guess some on the layout stuff. Probably work on this entrance here a little bit. At some point, I need to finish this road. I didn't realize that the road was missing. Oops. Oh, and also yeah, whatever. um, but then across the street, I think I'm going to over here build like some catwalks, like glass hallway things that go over to like a huge parking garage. That's something that a lot of the mega malls I've been to have IRL, so I figured, why not? So let's see, where do we want to start? Honestly, let's probably start with this flat side and maybe try and lay out a little bit of stuff down here. Because like I said, I want a mini food court down here. And then one major food court down the center. That's probably going to be its own episode. Because I'm going to build like a lot of, I want it to look like the 80s vibe for the mall, for the interior for here. So it's going to have like some fountains and water features and stuff that kind of overlap each other. And then a food court that sprawls across either side. So both sides are going to be mostly, like in the center at least, are going to be mostly like food and stuff. Maybe like some half circle. Yeah, that'd be cool. So like go straight line here with maybe a clothing store or two, and then like a half circle that kind of cuts in and have a couple of different restaurants on both sides. That could be cool. That way like the line, like there's more space for the line inside there, and then we can have more space for the seating in the middle section. And then behind there, actually behind there, because of that half circle, we could also have some of the food like share kitchens almost with the food court over here, which could be cool. Kind of like separated food courts. But I feel like that'll be more like one or two name brand restaurants, where this is going to be more of like any food you want, you know, any kind of food you want is in here. So, but that, yeah, that'll be way on down the line. So I guess we'll just start with blocks. I really like the mods I've been using. And you almost can't tell that these are modded bricks because of the lighting, but also they just look so close. But when you look a little bit closer to it, it's like, oh, that's a little bit darker than a red brick. Which is kind of nice, honestly. I prefer the brown brick. I guess. So what, 2 then the break? Yeah. 3 block wide. 1 pillar. Oh shit. Look, I haven't played this game in a while, so my block placement isn't ideal. We need to get back on the server. I mean, I guess I named it the 2025 server, so maybe we start a new server and actually build Jardin de Ponton, which I do plan on putting in the city, but it's going to be further on down the line and probably that direction, closer towards like the government buildings and stuff. Because I feel like it's going to be more like, especially since we're going to be building it on a server, I feel like it's going to be more like a historical building. And stuff, so. Oh, you know what'd be cool? I don't know if I have access to that world. I think I downloaded it? Maybe. I might be able to upload it onto, like, be able to pull it into an actual server again. It could be cool to build the old server from 2 years ago. Like the little town that we had. Ghost, Lena, Coda, Clappin', Butsy, all them. That could be fun, actually. And a cool concept for in the city. Maybe like the movie district. Like, fuck? Okay. For some reason I have to do this. It's kind of stupid, but whatever. Also, my game is like real laggy. I don't understand why. But like a movie, like a filming studio or whatever, have like the server is like the props, the sets, which could be cool. Yeah, there we go. Start better. Oh. Sorry if you can hear my AC every time I talk. I know it's winter, and it's like... What temperature is it out? I don't think it's too bad. Yeah, it's 40. Fuck, it's too hot. But I know it's only 40 degrees outside, but I got my AC on, 1, because I'm a freak and I love the cold, but 2, because I just got back from the gym from running 1.5 miles and then doing elevated Russian twists. And then, what else did I do today? Oh, some curls. I know I did something else. What else was it? Oh yeah, I did some like calisthenics. I figured out that the thing where you sit like this and then you are supposed to do like crunches on it. I figured out I can do the L pose or whatever, where you stick your legs straight out, completely straight, and just hold it there. That shit hurts like a bitch. Trying to get back into fighting shape with box again. Especially because I've seen Charles' brother kicking ass in boxing. So get into all that again. I ordered a heavy bag already. My Christmas money. And then I get paid tomorrow. I'm going to order the stand for it. And it's going to be outdoors. I'm going to actually store it in the garage, the stand at least. And then anytime I want to use it, carry it all the way outside to the pavilion. Got a little wooden pavilion outside. And box over there. Be pretty cool, especially in the winter. I specifically got it because of the winter. So when it gets extra cold, I'm gonna make myself go outside and box for a couple hours in nothing but like a pair of sweats. My reasoning is, well, I figure if I can keep up my stamina and my form and stuff when it's freezing your tits off cold out, then in a regular, like, if I am able to join some kind of boxing league or whatever, then I'll be able to perform a little bit better there. I didn't put the glass in the last one. To break it up, I might run it to where that wall is. Oh, actually, don't tell me this worked out perfectly, didn't it? That's crazy. So that's exactly up to where that first block of stores starts at. So this is going to be all glass, or well, this is already all glass. And then this will have a little break of like a flat wall. I could cut in a little bit. I don't know that that would give me much. But kind of like how that is. Maybe put a sign up upstairs. What? Up there too. Speaking of stair, we do need some stairs over here at some point. There's going to be stairs here, right next to that main entrance. This, I guess we could come along here. I guess we could put some stairs here. We already got the bathrooms here. We don't need bathrooms, at least for a little bit. So here we could do, like, some side escalators of some kind. I don't know. And in the center, like, the center is going to have the food court or whatever. So it's going to be, on the second floor, it's going to be kind of split open. So you can see the water features. But I think some, like, escalators going across or whatever could be cool. And then in the center, on the top, or on the second floor and up, I might break up this, because this is going to be a long block that basically runs most of the depth of the mall. That way we can have that giant water feature and then the food court and stuff around it. But on the floor above this, I might split the block down the center, put a circle in the center directly over the water feature, and then have like escalators going up or whatever. Common thing for bigger malls is like having a big area that's just like a circle cut into it, with like railings around it, so you can just view down into the center of the mall, which in this case will have a massive water feature, which I think will be super cool. So let's see. Also, I am working on a book. I think we already talked about it a little bit, but I might be able to do some of the writing on stream. So I thought up a brilliant idea for writing part of it. I just have to figure out how to, you know, put it into fruition. Yeah. That From the Glass? I think that's From the Glass. So I figured out that if I write it, yeah, that's From the Glass too. If I write it by using, because I've been playing D&D with Pop and Blissey and the boys. So they got in on their D&D group, which has been a lot of fun. And so I figured if I am able to, like, write some of the characters as, like, just, like, almost throwaway characters. Like, they're basically, most of them are gonna die. It's already in a fantasy setting, so if I write them to strictly be basically like D&D characters, and so I rolled for their stats and their levels and stuff, and then every time they try and do something, I'm gonna like roll for them, and then I just have to come up with what happens when they do or fail to do something. I think that'd be a cool concept for like some of the characters, because I'm trying to write. I've obviously got like a split perspective for it. This is not right. Sidewalk type. It's fine. I'll fix it later. But yeah, I'm doing split perspective, so each chapter is going to be from a different perspective. And so if I write from the perspective of like foot soldiers, and the foot soldiers of like this one unit are all like D&D based characters or whatever, and so I like roll the actions and stuff, I think that'd be a cool, like, I don't know when they're gonna die, I don't know what they're gonna accomplish, I don't know what they're gonna be able to do. They could last like 5 or 6 chapters, they could last several books. Which I think could be really cool, because that means that I don't have, I mean, at the end of the day, I've got control over what happens, but I feel like if I stay true to that concept, it'd be, you know, especially kind of cool as a reader, of being like, oh, the author isn't planning what happens outside of like what they're going to encounter. Their survivability isn't based off of, oh, this is where I was about to go. The survivability is based off of, I rolled a dice, which could be really cool, because it's in a world that's like kind of brutal, a more brutal version of like Westeros in Game of Thrones, which you would imagine like how the hell you get more brutal than a Game of Thrones world, but it's like, you know, it's trust me, it's brutal. It's a brutal fucking world. Do we have any other major like name brands that we can make a sign for? We already got the AMC. AMC is a classic for almost every mall that I've ever been to. It has an AMC. And ironically, the AMC is not in the mall. Not in this one. It's going to be either across that street or behind the back parking lot, and it's going to be connected. Because I've got a ref design in my head of what I want it to be. Because this is actually in one of my other books that I've been working on, but I haven't worked on it in a while. Kind of at a bit of a vibe with this other story that I'm working on, the Game of Thrones style, like brutal story. But when I do get back to it, I already have actually part of them all written into the story and like described in the story. And so it has like behind here it's going to be like a parking lot with a little bit of a smaller plaza with a couple of shops. And then or no, sorry. It's going to have a split where you can drive out to the road. Almost like a mini road inside the parking lot that connects the parking lot to the main road. And then it's going to have a bridge of its own, a sky bridge that connects it to the AMC, and then the AMC to the side of it is going to have a couple of shops. Definitely one is going to be a restaurant that I already know the name and vibe of. I just have to actually build it. And so that the AMC is not actually in the mall, but it is connected to the mall. So, oh, that's right, because I also have a couple of shops from the top floor already picked out and stuff. Let's see. Trying to figure out what kind of sign I can put here. That honestly ultimately determines the length that I make this section. Definitely gonna be longer than this. Might be longer than that sign, honestly. Put a couple more letters on there. I don't want to do a clothing brand. I thought Gucci, but it's like, no, I don't want this to be one of those malls, you know? What are we thinking? You got anybody in chat? Anybody in chat, if you got an idea for what store we should advertise for, let me know. So yeah, we got the AMC Theater. I guess we could shout out like a clothing brand in here. Or we could go generic and go with like some kind of advertisement for like 50% off, or something like that. But I don't know if I like that either. Oh, you know what? We could shout out a clothing brand. Or not clothing brand, but like a clothing store. Put a Kohl's in here. I feel like a lot of the malls that I've been to have a Kohl's. I'm not at all sponsored by any of these brands, by the way, but it's supposed to be a realistic city, so. Might as well put some real brands in there. I don't think they're gonna sue me for building in a single player creative world. It's not like I'm using this to get money. Just wanted to see if I did anything special behind the sign. Actually, draw out the bush. And honestly, actually, they use stop saying actually. They use black or white lettering on black. Anyways, if I'm thinking correctly. So, right. I was trying to see spacing of the letters. I know I've got one between them, but yeah, one on the outside as well. Okay. I haven't made a K. It's lettering format. I know I've got world edit, but whatever. I also haven't, you know, told you exactly the counts and stuff if you're following along, but if you were following along anyways, I think I already counted out this section. So if you just look at the last video, it'll show you how far from the entrance this block of stores is, and then you just literally line it up directly, and this will be the last, this will be the edge of the glass part, and then this will be the sign. So I guess I should count this out, but you'll be able to see once I got the letters in there. I don't know how wide this is going to be. Yeah. How tall the letters? Are they only 3 tall? Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. Maybe, actually. Maybe not. That might be an issue with S. How do I spell cool? Is it K-H-O-L-S? Yeah. Or is it K-O-H-L-S? Google! K-O-H-L-S. Damn. Yeah, that looks great. We're gonna keep the L 2 blocks wide. Run apostrophe here. That's gonna be rough. How the fuck do I make an S? Nope, not like that. That's for sure. I mean, I guess I could make it taller. That's there. Whoops. Not bad, per se. Might need some work, but it's not horrible. That looks more like a 5. That's a little more S-shaped. Yeah, there we go. That one's not bad. I was gonna make a block spot. That was almost perfect. And it's fine, because that one over there, I mean, realistically, you're not going to see both in the same picture, so you don't know necessarily that this is blocks taller. Just have to raise the... Actually, this side is going to be taller than that side. I think this side over here, we're going to cut it off at the top of the stores and have like a section on the first floor. And then from like here-ish back is going to be the taller parts of like, I'm thinking at least 4 floors. It's going to be a big-ass mall. I want it to be a realistic feeling mall, which malls are fucking huge, dude. Mega malls especially. Thinking of, I need to go to... Definitely for research purposes, and not because I have an addiction to buying things that I don't need. Oh, also, Happy New Year's and all that. I don't think I said that in the last stream. We got some things coming this year. Oh, fuck. Got some things I want to do this year. Obviously, the book is going to be a thing, hopefully. If I can figure out how to stream it, like I said, I will. It seems like a very streamable idea to write that section of it, and it won't give it away to the point of like, oh, there's no point in buying the book now because I've heard the whole story. I was there during the writing. That'll only be one group out of the several perspective characters that I've got. I've already got most of the world building done. And originally it was just simply for the D&D. I'm writing a campaign for it, but then I was like, you know what? Well, I mean, I've already been planning a story, but that story that I was planning, I was like, I'll put a campaign in it. And originally I was gonna try and make more of like a visual novel, like not a manga, because obviously I'm not Japan and not making a manga style, and not a comic book. It's not like that kind. I guess graphic novel is what I was going for. But then it came down to it, like, nah, we're gonna do it different. That I'm gonna leave like that for now, because that might be the start of the next floor. Also, I also might make this taller anyways. How do I feel when I stand here? I guess I could end the windows there. And have like, because those are already gonna be arches, like that. I guess stand here, see what it looks like, what it feels like. So yeah, if I end it there, and then have like the wall go the rest of the way up to the ceiling, that might work. I don't know. I'll figure that part out later. I just want to get more of the building wrapped around. Made some decent progress. It's already 2. Like I said, I gotta leave it like 3:30 to pick her up. She gets up at 4. Guess I could start working on these 2 stores, or working on the bathroom. That's more of like an interior. I feel like the bathrooms should be their own episode, where I go through and I'm gonna lay out the bathrooms each separately and stuff. And I might just go through and like show off the building of each bathroom, the building of each kind of store. That way you guys can get like a feel for like how you would build one. It also gives me some time to figure out how I want to build them. Guess I have been putting off the main entrance over here, the corner entrance, which is going to be interesting. What block is this? Rodden stone? Oh. What mod pack? Chipped. Guess I'll go to the edge of here. Whatever. Yeah, this block is going to be one of the biggest city blocks in the whole city. But it's fine. I'm going to just accommodate for it. Set. Yeah. Oh. What am I doing? Here. This is smooth stone. That way it gives like the tile. Slash that. Oh, I spelled smooth wrong. There we go. I'm just an idiot. Not sponsored by Red Bull, but shout out to Red Bull. Shit keeps me going. Was it a great idea to chug an entire Red Bull, then run a mile and a half, do some calisthenics, some Russian twists, and some curls, and then immediately chug another Red Bull? Probably not. But, who cares? So now the sidewalk is fixed. See, I like that sidewalk a lot better than the stone bricks. Stone bricks just don't look good. They look old. Like old building. Or these look at least like sidewalks, you know? And I've been taking inspiration off of IRL sidewalks. So I didn't realize, but because I don't live in a super big city, or at least it wasn't a big city. Now it's getting to be a larger city. But since we started out as like a town that turned into a city, that is starting to turn into a bigger city, our sidewalks are like super basic. Oh shit! I spit all over my phone. Our sidewalks are super basic, so it's literally just like, if I had to translate it to Minecraft terms, it's like 1 block wide. Tiny little sidewalks, just like what you would see in like a neighborhood or whatever. But in like bigger cities, they've got sidewalks more like this, where they've got a really wide sidewalk, and then sometimes they even have like a divider here, and then another little section of like a different style of sidewalk, and then the actual building or separation or greenery or whatever. Kind of going more for that style. Because this is kind of a mix of like a New York style big city, like a American style big city, and a mix of taking some inspiration from like Amsterdam, how Amsterdam's built. Because honestly, if I'm being completely honest, the Netherlands and most of Europe have better looking cities than American cities. I don't like the grid form that we've got. And so, like, for example, I mean, obviously this part is straight from Amsterdam, having a canal through it, which eventually I'm gonna have split off a little bit and open up into like almost like a man-made lake up top here. Honestly, probably up just past these poles here, and it's gonna open up into like a lake-ish area or like a bay area, which I think could be cool. Maybe an island or two in there. And then have some bigger bridges going across, like one major bridge that goes across. That'd be cool. But obviously, this is straight from like Amsterdam. But then another thing I'm taking from that is the way they do highways, which they don't have highways that go through cities. And I know a lot of cities in America also try and like branch their highways out, but some, like, especially in New York, like, parts of the highway just go straight through it. They just put it on a bridge right above the city. I'm not doing that. So, like, that kind of transportation, like, that size of, like, a full highway or whatever, is going to go around the city. And be kind of secluded by trees and stuff to, you know, reduce noise pollution and stuff. Watch a lot of Alpine One videos if you want, like, some breakdowns on how some architecture works and stuff, because he lives in Canada, and Canada has a weird mix of architectural and city design and stuff. Let's see, what do I want to do here? I feel like I want to cut like a design. What am I doing? Regular blocks. Actually, hold up, let it cook. So with regular smooth stone, I want something a little bit lighter without like an edge to it. Almost like that block, but light sand. I don't want color to it. There's not much color in sidewalks. Ooh. Come on, give me something. Give me something lighter. Oh, here we go. We have, yep. Just lay it out. Yeah, that looks about right. So. You'll see the vision. DMR is pulling off. Hang off. Pulling off? Oh. I want to play Siege, but I also don't want to get hacked, banned. I know there was a target ban this time, but I just honestly don't trust the infrastructure of Siege right now. They've had now 2 different hacks go through their system in the last, like, 2 weeks almost. I'm trying to stay away from that game a little bit. Yeah, that's alright. It's not bad. Now, diagonal. Nope. I guess the best way to do it would be probably 4 wide. Oh, actually, that's perfect. Then we can do this. Oh, and I'll do like an arch. Whoa, I don't know how I can do an arch. That one might be rough. That one might be a no because I'm not good enough to do it. Oh, but it'd be so cool. Might have to figure out how to do, you know, have like it stop almost like here. To have an arch here. How would I do that diagonally? Do I have any of these blocks down here? Damn. I mean, that might look alright. If I do it with half slabs. But it's something like, oh, this, and then yeah, actually that works. That works really well. Okay. Oh, I don't even need the half slabs. I can just do this. Have the stairs do the work for me. A small arch, you know, nothing too crazy. Yeah, that kind of works. That way, it's got like a little bit of a shape to it. There we go. Yeah, that looks kind of nice. Oh, and then I could do it on the door too. So kind of higher up. I'm gonna have 4 wide for the door. So maybe like here? A larger arch. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Maybe have it come down to about there-ish. Actually, the glass could come down all the way to the edge. But the door part itself would be kind of here. Yeah, that's a cool entrance. For my first try at a diagonal entrance, that's not a bad entrance, honestly. That's pretty aura. Aura? What the fuck am I? Who am I? Am I on drugs right now? Additional blocks. Here. Additional block stone addition. Yep. Okay. Curved bolt step. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Hell yeah. Okay. Then we just gotta figure out. We want like stairs going up to it, or do we want it to just be on flat ground? I think it works better on flat ground, honestly. I started working on over here, figuring out what I want to put underneath here. Maybe I didn't, or maybe I didn't save. My game crashed. Yeah, that's cool looking. From way back here, too, you can see the arch through the glass. Yeah, I like that. And then since that's going to be like a half roof, we'll kind of bring it up to like a point, probably. That'd be cool. Or maybe 3 points. One further back that's like bigger that connects behind the two smaller points. That'd be cool. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Then yeah, we'll probably go through it once we got the floor figured out as to which ones I want. Then I'll actually finish that part of it. But now we've got the entrance for the side, or for the corner here. Got a cool sign. This side, working on a little bit, going towards that direction. The food court's probably going to be, honestly, probably going to start the food court, like, over here-ish. Give a little bit more room for those stores. Maybe put a store or two here, like a Zumiez or something. Let's see. I mean, I don't want to do this store yet, because this store is going to have a different wall than the exterior. This store is going to have, I think I'm going to do a graffiti wall, or try and do a graffiti wall, if I can figure out how to do pixel art on that small scale. Because, again, that's going to be a one floor area where it's got a roof over it. But if I could figure that out, then I'll have like a graffiti style wall there, because that's going to be a bookstore. But I thought that that would be cool, since this is kind of like a curve. That way it's not like, you know, same wall, same wall, same wall, curve, same wall, and then over here it's a point. That way it differentiates itself enough to where it's like, oh, okay, that's just a different part of the building. Over here, though, I think we'll go back to the regular stuff. Let's go straight into a store. I want the... I guess I could do double doors here. Yeah, 2 sets of double doors, or whatever. So I guess it'd be like that. Just as like a placeholder. Then how wide is this? Let's see. Yep, 16. How do I do that? Unless I put an offset here, did like 5. That kind of works, I guess. So I think this will be glass. kind of like about there. This is kind of ripping off my local Books A Million, the way that it's built, but it's fine. Because then this will be an entrance area, which honestly will probably be made of glass, maybe on the edges. Oh, I gotta figure out what material I make that out of, but that'll kind of have double doors that lead into more double doors. Kind of have like an entry area. So that'll work pretty nicely. And it'll probably have the roof overhang it. That leaves this to be even. Then 2 windows. And then that evens it out. That, I don't know what I want to make that store into. I know that's a bookstore. I think originally I was gonna make that a clothing store. I guess I could. Yeah, that could be a clothing store. That makes sense actually. There. That, I think it's 5. Five. I hate how it doesn't connect to the bottom of the brown bricks. Doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Yeah, that'll look nice. Okay. I know I have been using a lot of arches, but I might put an arch there. Ooh, an arch window. Oh, what did I just do? Weird. I don't understand it. Why does it do that? Why you do that? Yeah, so if I did like maybe here. Like that, and then an arch go above it. Or 2 arch windows. That's 7. So I split it off 3 and 3. Do like this number. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. Might have to set the glass back a bit. Sorry if I'm not super talkative. Focused on what I'm doing, you know? Fuck. Did it again. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That. Do I have what width? Where are these doing? Oh, too wide. I mean, I guess I could go a little bit lower. And then go to. Yeah. Commercial sliding. Yeah, that's not bad. I like that. Copy that arch over there. Dude, can you imagine the price of how much glass is going into this building? Glass is not cheap, bro. This town gonna go, or this city gonna go bankrupt off of this shit. Blocks below? One block below, okay. I've been trying to mess around actually with Jardin de Faucon. See how I want to build it. But trying to figure out how I want the circles. Originally I wanted 3 circles to kind of intersect, and then in the center have like a fountain. But I forgot that in Minecraft, that's not easy. By any means. How's that look? That's not bad for a storefront. Yeah, I like that. Have the roof up top above it. Bookstore, clothing store. Next to it, I don't know what I'm gonna do past there. Is that dirt dug out? No, it's just shadow. That's not bad. Even from like over here. Kinda cool. I like that storefront. Good angle. I love the ambience of being near the trees. So cool. Man, I'm out of Red Bull. I just went to go take another drink of Red Bull. Thought, oh, it's gone. Why? If I change that up a little bit, but I don't know that I will. Ah, dude, my arms are so stiff. Ah. Yesterday was chest day, and then immediately today was cardio day. Man. And yes, I do curls on cardio day. Might call me a bad man, but yeah, and not like super heavy curls, not curls for the biceps specifically, but just to keep like, because I've got my lower body going for running stuff. I got my core going for the Russian twists and stuff. So I figure, well, do some curls, get my arms active. That way cardio is kind of like for an all-day thing. Like, no breaks, go straight from running to some Russian twists, some curls, to some calisthenics. That way I'm getting the whole body in there. Shift it back. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I want to do here. Got the Kohl's sign, which is pretty cool. There's not going to be any stores on this exterior here. This is all going to be hallway. Like a walk path. Not really a hallway. A hallway is not exactly this wide, typically. The weird thing about building malls, especially in this stage, is that it also kind of looks like a school. Like, yeah, it's clearly a mall when you look at it from, like, well, actually, even looking at it from this perspective, it, you know, realistically could be a college or something. Once I have that store built, then it'll be like, okay, this is definitely a mall. But, like, in this stage, it could be a school, too. Especially with the layout on the floor. It's like, oh, there could be lockers here. These could be classrooms and bathrooms. Didn't mean to rhyme that. Oops. And here's going to be some escalators. That's going to be an interior. Or, yeah, interior video. Stream or whatever. How far do I want this to go in this direction? Already got it pretty wide. But I do kind of need it symmetrical. To the point of... That way this is the center. So I guess I do need to go a little bit wider. Man, I love this entrance. This entrance is cool. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. And the Kohl's sign from this angle right here is pretty cool. Love that. Love that. Okay. I mean, I guess I could start on trying to figure out how I want to do the roof. Starting here. I want to cut it off and then do an outlay. Then, like, gravel on top. Probably. I guess that would be bricks like that. No. I want it to be clearly separated. What if I did something like this? And come out a little bit. Now that's gotta be brick there, and then like this dude here. I want that. Or do I want to use a different block? Brown brick. No? Maybe. Maybe. Worst case scenario, I'll just do the place feature. I don't know how this is gonna work. That's not bad, actually. Still got the gist of the curve. Fucking I just hope this looks right. Otherwise, it's gonna be kind of annoying. Cut it off here because I might extend that. I might not extend that. If I bring it out, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do for that part. Let's see how this looks first. I want the stair, the upside down stair. Yeah, they do kind of look better. Flat block. Just gonna Ooh, how's this gonna work? Pardon, s'il vous plaît. Guess that might work. Looks you can't place an upside down stair or a modded upside down stair, or at least this modded upside down stair, on the bottom of a block. Make this a hell of a lot easier. Wait, can I? Nope. It just doesn't work on any of the blocks. I figure, well, the block's in the mod pack. Nope. Doesn't matter! This number up the top of it. Oh, fuck. This is supposed to be escalators. This is supposed to go up to the second floor. Fuck. Huh. Actually, that's supposed to go up to the second floor, too. So I guess here is where we should start the roof part. Years of academy training wasted. Fine though, because that makes our job actually way easier. I don't have to fuck with that curve. That curve will just go all the way up. Then I'll fuck with it later on when I reach the top floor. So, just gotta do this. Man, I found some YouTuber that did like videos over Hajime no Ippo. Hajime no Ippo, the boxing anime. And I really want to watch the anime now, but I don't have Netflix, and I'm not paying for Netflix for one anime. And I looked, because I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll just buy it off Amazon. They don't have it on Prime to buy. They don't have it on like in disc form either. They've got it in like Japanese, but I don't speak Japanese, so that doesn't help me. I was like, all right, fine. I'll just read the manga. Can't order it on Amazon either. I don't like reading digital manga. It just doesn't hit right, you know. So I gotta figure out how the fuck I'm gonna consume Hajime no Ippo. So I want to watch it. It looks cool. It looks like a really cool fucking anime. But I just can't watch it because I don't have access to it. Because it's not on Crunchyroll. Or it is, but not in my region. And I don't have a VPN. I honestly am not going to pay for a VPN. I do that when I'm broke as shit. I can barely afford to have Crunchyroll, let alone a VPN to be able to watch shows outside of my region. But you know, if a VPN's looking to sponsor a homie, you don't even have to give me money or any kind of incentive like that. You let me use your VPN for free, I will shout out your VPN. I guess I have to bring it out to here at least. Hook a brother up. I want to watch a certain anime that is not in my region, and I'm not paying for Netflix just to watch one anime. All of their other shows are garbo. I mean, they've got The Walking Dead, but so does AMC, and I'm honestly probably just I'm gonna start just buying shows that I want. If I want to watch it, I'll probably just buy like the DVD box set or whatever. Just for one, kind of aura to have like a bookshelf that has like all my favorite shows and stuff in disc form. It'd be kind of cool. Oh yeah, that's looking really nice. I didn't trust it at first. I didn't trust it, but I went with the process. And yeah, that's a cool fucking, I forget what it's called. For the roof area. Av Pax, hey home, checked out your video. Seems like you are new, not affiliated, verified. I got a proposal for you sharing stream kick. 1,000 ad. Brother, I don't have 1,000. Brother, I am $370 in debt right now. I appreciate it, but homie, I'm $370 in debt. I can't afford. Honestly, I shouldn't have afforded that Red Bull because that honestly got me further into debt. Probably shouldn't afford the what is it I'm doing? Oh, ordering a stand for my whatever it is. I can't afford anything, much less $1,000. Dude, if I had $1,000, I've got other things that I have to pay off. I appreciate it, but yeah, homie, I am big broke right now. Going that long where I had no job was not ideal for me. I needed to break up this section here, so I might honestly go with this. Kind of break it up a little bit. Second floor. And then basically do the exact same thing I did down here, up here. Oh shit. I need this pillar for this section. mean, I'll build behind it at first. See how. It pisses me off that it doesn't fucking go underneath the block. Yeah, that's not bad. That way it kind of connects the rest of the roof to something. Yeah, that's gonna look cool as fuck. Connect the windows. Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. Didn't I just get done saying that I wanted to add, like, stuff to the top of this wall? Down here? Ah, it's fine. I'll just cut it off here. Whatever. And then up to, like, here, be the edge of that roof. That this kind of connects, you know. Yeah, this will work. This will work. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta put glass here. Fucking. So that's placeable. That's all glass up to here. The Lux pillar. That right now. 3, 3. That is 2, 3. Yeah, that works. Center one goes that. That instead. Yeah, because that goes all the way up to meet it. This, right? Yeah. Starting to feel those Red Bulls. Got that adrenaline going. Feel like I could go outside and box, but unfortunately, my heavy bag's not here, and I haven't even ordered the stand for it yet, so I can't do that. You know that feeling you get when you're, like, lightheaded, but you feel it in your cheeks, your back of your head? That's what I got right now. I feel like I could run a mile or pass out. One of those two might happen on stream. How'd I go? Switch you to my phone and just fucking start running. Would a running stream be heat? Stick with the vision. Let it do its thing for a second. Let it cook. Oh, I am getting lightheaded. Not ideal. It's fine. Everything's fine. See? translates. Oh, I forgot the windows. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad. I might do something in here. Kind of break up the... I guess I could do like a lantern style. Let's see what we got over here that I used before. I think it's lattice I used. That could look good, honestly. Also, I thought about I might order some new colored balaclavas. Yeah, this might look cool. Bring a little bit of wood to it. Add a little bit of a different color in there. I know the bricks are already brown, but this is more of a lighter brown. I need it right there. So. Yeah, that kind of looks nice. Add a little bit of greenery to the upper section. Do that here? No, it's at an angle. Maybe partially? This number? Cut it off there, and then... like that. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Yeah, there we go. Get a little bit of the second floor going, you know? Oh, that's my AC. I was like, what is making that sound? I heard like a flapping sound. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Starting to look good. I don't like that divider there. Ooh, ooh. Now let me cook for a minute. Hear me out. This. Then we do this style like that. Oh, okay. Actually, that might work. Just bear with me. Bear with me. You know, this. Oh yeah, this is gonna look cool. This is either gonna look cool or really like shit. Thinking it's gonna look cool though. I'm thinking I'm back. Yo, what's good, Sophie? What's up? Yeah, what's up? Working on the craft world. This is a modded city that I'm building. Working on the mall currently. Trying to see if this works. This is either gonna look really stupid, or gonna look really cool. I'm good. What about you? Not too bad. Oh yeah, actually that does like pretty cool. I like that. And then escalators behind it. Yeah, that's gonna be cool as fuck. Thanks for asking. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, a little sore. Oh, I just popped my sternum. I don't think that's supposed to do that. Whatever. Came straight from the gym to hopping on the craft stream for a little bit. We have to leave in about 30 minutes to go pick up my friend from work. And then either she'll come over and hang out, or I'll stream some Dragon Age Origins later tonight. Yeah, I like that. That looks cool. Having like the bottom open, so you can see the first floor, and then kind of have a beam every so often. Yeah, that looks cool. I like that. And this will be all roof area. Do we want to do like gravel, like the top of most commercial buildings, or do we want to do like a seating area out here? Then on the second floor, have maybe a couple of restaurants down here at the edge. Because this will be like a walking path here. So do we want to divide this little block to have a small walking area, and where this like hallway is on the second floor have restaurants and stuff? That could be cool. Have, like outdoor seating. Sit on the roof, be able to look off into the distance over the city line or the skyline or whatever. Could be cool. Starting to come together. I need to do that, but like I said, that's gonna be like a separate video. It's gonna be an interior building that'll just have a little bit of a section that's exterior. I guess just bring up the rest of this section to match. What do I want to do for this? Because this, I want to keep the same level as that. And then this is just going to be one outcrop that has the escalators. Man, my body's sore. And I'm getting lightheaded because I drank way too much Red Bull. Like I said, chugging a Red Bull, running a mile and a half, then doing Russian twists, curls, and calisthenics, and then immediately chugging another Red Bull. Probably not ideal, but whatever. It's fine. If I pass out on stream, I pass out on stream. Wouldn't be the first crazy shit to happen on stream. Actually, it'd be far from the first crazy thing to happen on stream. I think the first crazy thing to happen on stream was... What was that was happening on stream that first time? I think it was a tornado that I streamed through. That my power cut off, like, right in the middle of the stream or whatever. I was playing... I don't even know what I was playing, but I was playing something. It might have been the craft. Was it a craft day? It was either a craft day or it was a siege day. No, it wasn't a siege day, because I didn't get a ban from it. What the hell was I playing? That... I streamed through a tornado. I know I streamed through... I think it was a craft day, because I was setting up the Hunger Games for my first subathon. And, yeah, I streamed through, like, probably a good, like, hour and a half of a tornado going through my city. Like, it was so bad. I thought at first, I was like, tornado sirens, whatever, it's fine. You know, I'll just keep streaming through it. And then when the power went out, I was like, ah, damn. So I went and looked out the window, and I kid you not, because normally, like, it'll hit, like, the main part of the city. Like nothing ever happened. That part of town I was living in was like the southernmost part of the city, and so it's like, yeah, I don't think a tornado has hit that part of the city in years. Normally, it goes up through the main section of the city. Uh, yeah, when my power went out, I looked out the window and I just saw pine trees flying down the street. I probably shouldn't have streamed through that. Especially because I was on the second floor. So I went downstairs, took my cats, and just sat in the bathroom, played chess on my phone with my little brother. So I had enough data, and whatever. I actually take a quick piss break. Be right back. Oh, damn it! Hold on, it wasn't centered. There, my bad. Be right back, chat. I am back. I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me a little bit. I didn't realize, but last stream I had accidentally um there we go. Last stream I had accidentally not because I just got this stream set up, um, like the notifications and everything. Awesome, dude, that's gonna piss me off. Holy shit. Okay. 191, 191. There we go. Perfectly centered. Uh, but anyways, I had just gotten the Dark Souls thing set up, and I forgot to copy and paste my filters from my mic. So last time might have been like a really weird audio bug, but it's fine because that stream broke anyways. It segmented itself, and then it stopped streaming on Twitch for some reason randomly. Let me make sure I'm still streaming on Twitch. I know I'm streaming on the other platforms, but let me just make sure. Nah, I'm fine. I'm chilling. Oh, now I need to make another section for this. Oh, gameplay stream. Okay. Yeah, so I've got one that I just have to finish setting up the rest of the way. And it will have just pure gameplay. I like this for like a calmer game like Minecraft, or when we're playing like Chivalry 2 or games like that. But if it's like part of a full on series, I guess this is part of a series, but it's fine because it's just the craft. It's nothing too crazy. But if we're doing like Mass Effect, for example, I'll probably switch to gameplay to where it takes up the whole screen. or Siege streams if we're playing ranked or whatever. I'll probably switch to a full gameplay screen. But I just figured, you know, start a new year, might as well get a new stream setup. I know I had said originally no rebranding for quite a while, and it's been quite a while, honestly. But I figure I'll stick with the Dark Souls style for quite a while. So I got about 30 minutes until I gotta leave again. Feeling lightheaded still. Honestly, I might end it here soon, anyways, because there's not much I can do until I do an interior section or until I do an interior stream or video. I don't know which that one's gonna be. Which, yes, Dragon Age Origins will be a series. I just have to, and I have to finish Mass Effect. Got a lot of shit to finish doing. I haven't been streaming very much. I hopefully will have a reason why that I can explain. I hope soon. But I've been doing a lot of IRL stuff. Just things take time, you know? But I figure while my friend is at work, I might as well, you know? Oh, I was so confused on what that was doing. Might as well get a stream in. Also, I haven't streamed in a while because Siege, I was like, oh yeah, Siege is going to be my main game. I'm going to stop trying to be a variety streamer, and I'm just going to lock in on Siege. And I was locked in on Siege, and then they got hacked. And then they got hacked at the end. And so it's like, okay, I guess I'm just not going to play Siege. Not until they've got... I'm gonna wait until they haven't been hacked for like a solid 2 or 3 weeks. And then I'm gonna hop back on Siege. Because I'd rather not get banned for one, but also I'd rather not get, you know, like, I don't know what extent of hacks they can do. I know they haven't done anything like involving like people's information or whatever. And I know how that works roughly. And so I know that like the hacks they've done so far, they don't have access to that. But they could eventually gain access to that. So I would rather, you know, not deal with that if they do end up getting information or whatever. I'd rather, you know, just stay off of Siege for a little bit until they get that shit fixed. Because, yeah, I don't want to lose. Right? I don't want to have my personal information leaked on Siege. I mean, I've leaked it on Twitch several times on accident. Well, not an accident. It was kind of like, whatever. I'm a small enough streamer. Nobody will care. And, probably not smart to do that anymore now that I've grown quite significantly. And my YouTube has been popping off. For the most part. All my Siege clips pop off all the time, because, I mean, I have a 1.9 KD. I'm goated with the sauce. The problem is that, unfortunately, since I can't play Siege, since they can't fix their fucking hacks, I don't really blame them, I guess. Hackers will find a way in, so it's not really their fault, but it's just annoying that I can't play Siege, which I get the most views from, just because the fucking hackers are running rampant. If you're a hacker and you are currently in the process of being in control of Siege, go fuck yourself. You're fucking over like the entire community. And if you sympathize with them, go fuck yourself too. Because, honestly, they are pieces of shit. I don't care if you don't like the game. Just don't fucking play it. Uninstall it. Clearly, you're just not good. You know? I get it through here. Yep. Because like, it's just like some people have sympathized with them and being like, well, they're not doing anything, you know, super major. They're doing a little banning and having a couple of stupid things, but not like destroying the game. And it's like, yeah, but you are ruining us content creators. Like, you are ruining our content. We just can't make content. And I know I'm a small content creator, but like, I was popping off on Siege. I was getting the most views I've ever gotten. I had over 25,000 views for my clips and stuff. It's like, well, I can't really pull clips like that from Minecraft and Chivalry. Maybe Chivalry, because Chivalry's got some pretty cool moments, but like, Siege is the game I'm goated at. And so if I can't pull numbers like that, then it's just gonna fuck me back over in the algorithm. I just got to the point where I was breaking 25k, and then Siege gets hacked, and now I just can't make content on Siege. And then I can't pull clips, obviously, because I'm not making content on Siege. So it's just fucking me over. So if you're sympathizing with them, think about that. That like, oh yeah, well, Ubisoft doesn't care. Yeah, I don't care if Ubisoft doesn't care about the game or care about its players. Honestly, as of recent, this newest season has been honestly great. The new game mode, great. I think they do care about Siege, and I don't honestly sympathize with anybody that is of the opinion that's like, oh yeah, they don't care about Siege, because I mean, clearly they do care. They have improved quite a bit recently, and they finally got the anti-cheat to work. And then fucking hackers all of a sudden are just like, yeah, you know what? Fuck you. So if you sympathize with the hackers, fuck you too. I don't care how you feel about the game or what your opinion on the game is. Don't be a fucking dick. You know? If you're on the side of the hackers, or, well, I don't really care about the hackers because I don't play that game anymore, or, well, they, you know, whatever your defense of them is, go fuck yourself. It's just like the people that defend White Knight hacker or White Knight cheaters. They're like, well, they only toggle when they're playing against blatant cheaters. Okay, but have you thought about not doing that? How about we just get all cheaters out of Siege? I don't care if you're a White Knight cheater or not. Just don't fucking cheat. If you're fighting a cheater and they're cheating, then just, you know, it sucks, but like, either suck it up, get good enough to beat the cheater, or if it's one of those cheaters that you just can't beat, then, I mean, sucks to suck, I guess. I understand being frustrated, but like, White Knight cheating is not any better than fucking the actual cheaters, you know? What do I want to do here? Which, I mean, honestly, I don't mind playing The Craft. Craft is goated. But it's just like, I'm not going to get the views that I have been getting because I can't play Siege because the fucking hackers are being cunts. Yeah, that's starting to look nice. I like that. Yeah, that's cool. I need to do the yearly Dark Souls 3 playthrough. I've been planning on doing like a walkthrough, like a full guide, because I have that game, like, I have most of that game memorized down to like, some of the items I know exactly where, like, I could probably tell, if I sat down and I tried to, I could probably tell you where almost every item is in each section of the game. If like you gave me a map of just like, oh, an item is here, I could probably tell you what it is. for each section of the map, for most part of it. And I typically do a yearly playthrough of it, so I want to do a full guide. So that's probably what I'll do next. Is a full-on guide for the game. I need to finish my plat trophy run, but that shit pisses me off because that shit you have to finish the covenants. The covenants are a pain in the nuts. So I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Whatever. Yeah. Do I do seating area here or do I not do seating area here? That is the question. To seat or not to seat? Might end up doing like a railing here instead of this. Actually, I could do. See how this looks. Let's see. Ooh. Do something like this, maybe. Gives it a little texture and a little bit of functionality. Yeah, that could be nice. Then have the seating area on this block. And this will be the ceiling for the first floor. Yeah, that'll be cool. Oh, that means that this has to be an exterior wall. Hmm. Interesting. How do I want to do that? That is a battle for a different day, I think. I got 15 minutes. Actually, 15 minutes until I need to leave, so I'll probably just end here. We just build this all the way out. Pretty productive stream so far. Or today. I guess not so far because I'm ending stream. Also, I like, now I have like transitions and stuff on my stream. And it's something that I actually enjoyed and picked myself. It's not just like, oh, you've got like 3 different choices of free things you can use. I figure I'm already paying like almost $30 a month for Ultra for Streamlabs. Might as well get my money's worth. Because I'm doing it for multi-stream, because multi-stream is just goated. I mean, the more you can put yourself out there, the more you can grow yourself as a content creator. And so I was originally just doing it for that, and I was like, well, if I'm already not going to stream unless I'm multi-streaming, then I might as well just use the rest of it, you know? And get a nice looking aesthetic going. Yeah, that's cool. I love that. So I guess this will end this episode. We got some more details built in on the mall, and next episode, I don't know when it's gonna be or when I'm gonna stream it, but probably do some interior design and stuff, do some of the shops and stuff like that. But yeah, got quite a bit of progress. I love that right there. That looks really nice. How it's got the things, the beams that go across on the second floor. That just looks really cool. And then that looks cool. I love the cutoff there for the roof. This looks cool. The arches for the diagonal entrance, and the little design on the ground. And then the coal sign. I mean, it's a coal sign. Nothing crazy, but at least a little bit of detail down there. Now that I've got a wall that goes around it. So anyways, I will catch you guys later, chat. Like I said, possibly Dragon Age Origins tonight. If not, then so be it. But yeah, switch to the ending screen and raid out. See who do we want to raid. Nightfire. Not ending until I win a game. He's been up for 2 minutes. Your new Minecraft world, that could be fun. Working on the Metro Tunnel. 1100 plus days solo survival. Could be cool. Oh, I stick is playing Arc Raiders. That game looks good. Kakasune. Chilling with some modded Minecraft. English. J Minecraft. Hardcore 1.21.1. Ooh, that's my favorite kind of Minecraft. Oh no, I'm on 1.20.1. That's right. 1.21 is an update that I'm not updating to. I guess we'll just go one of the first ones. We'll go with the 1100 plus days solo survival in English, right? Yeah. All right, chat. I'll see you guys possibly later. And if not, then I work tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the gym before work. Close. Friday I got D&D. So I don't know when I'll see you next. If not tonight.